Well, guns and kids, a dangerous combination.
So why does one company want to put them in local schools? Safety is on every parent's mind as kids gear up to hit the books this fall.
7 Action News reporter Anne-Marie LaFlame explains why some experts think a new weaponized system could keep students secure.
It's a terrifying reality, but it's real. Students and teachers die every year in mass school shootings, while police and administrators work to do everything in their power to protect our children. The images will never leave us.
Can you imagine being a parent of a little child who saw this scene?
Their tiny faces holding such big futures, gone at the hands of a deranged gunman.
At the end of the day, that bad guy wants a body count.
Though it was far from the first, the tragedy at Sandy Hook changed our lives, the way we view school safety, and the hearts of Peter Ricidi and his 2 friends, now business partners, who set out to find a solution.
We've invested everything, but it's worthwhile. It's our mission. We're going to save lives.
Several vaults to be placed throughout a school containing weapons.
A pepper spray, a taser, a pistol. Those are the most common.
The system so far only quoted to be installed in several Metro Detroit schools, with the main goal of acting as a deterrent, letting the bad guys know they will be met with resistance in the form of school staff who have spent at least a week training at a police academy, in addition to learning emergency care for bullet and stab wounds.
They're vetted psychologically, they're vetted through their background check, and then ultimately they're vetted through the training process that we put together.
The training gives those staff members access to the vault, which is to be housed in a secure room.
I would quickly run to the door, scan, open, access the door. I'd be going a little quicker. Access here, access my eyes.
It's a biometric scanner that ultimately allows access into the vault by scanning your eyes, something I tried and was denied.
We cannot confirm your identity.
For those allowed to get inside, it's the only way to get to the guns.
You have been identified.
That verifies that I'm an authorized user, and it unlocks the door. When I unlock the door, it automatically sends a signal out to the call monitoring center. This is a 2-way hands-free phone system. I'm now vetting the call. I'd peel a vest off and throw it on.
Setting out protected with a ballistic vest and armed with a gun to engage an active shooter and eliminate the threat.
Let's face it, law enforcement can only get there so quickly. I mean, there's always going to be a gap in time. That gap in time is going to be what is going to be critical in terms of how many people are going to be injured or killed.
Livingston County Sheriff's Department Lieutenant and County Emergency Manager Mike Kinishuk says he's thoroughly vetted the rapid response system.
I have to admit, it's the best solution I think I've seen thus far.
The Brighton School District is one of those quoted for the system. Superintendent Dr. Greg Gray says staff and administrators are always first to put themselves in danger to protect their students.
We believe they're our kids. You know, we love them like they're our own kids. We do have police liaisons, and they are armed.
Receiving support from law enforcement and administrators. The biggest pushback Peter and his partners have seen is cost.
If you were to have, say, a small middle school with, say, 500 students and 40 or 50 teachers, between $110,000 and $140,000 purchased, and then a small maintenance and monitoring fee year after that.
A new cost opening new discussions about how we protect our kids and what great lengths are appropriate.
What fire extinguishers and fire suppression systems in buildings are, we are to spree killings.
It's sad, if you ask me, that it's come to this point in terms of school safety.
The biggest question always is going to be, do you want firearms in schools?
Now, the guys who created the Templar Rapid Response System say it's not just schools they're targeting, but movie theaters and churches, anywhere mass shootings can happen. Anne-Marie LaFlame, 7 Action News.
So frightening to even think about these mass shootings anywhere.
And clearly something needs to be done, so we're glad people at least thinking about the solutions
Thinking about
as well
it,
as the problem.
talking about it.
All right, Dave is standing by.